Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be a how to play Mira step-by-step video here using gameplay examples. Now to get us started here for today guys, we're going to be over on Consulate here, and the idea with Consulate here that I'm going for is that previously in this game, the enemy team has just been doing straight funnel for yellow door and garage. So what I want to do with Mira in this type of round is I want to focus my Miras to directly counter their push, because long story short, if they don't get rid of the Miras, they have no push because you're going to be able to use the Miras to get free kills. And that's one of the things that I want to talk about with Mira today guys, is that when you're using Mira, you want to try to make the enemy team's like main pushes very difficult to do, and they will have to struggle to be able to do the pushes that they want to do. And in an ideal world, if they don't get rid of those Miras, then you will be using those Miras to basically full counter their pushes if they don't get rid of it. Which, in my games, I've noticed that a lot of teams didn't get rid of my Miras, and it just kind of just left them up. Now, for example, for this specific round on the basement bomb site, one of the mirrors that I should be doing, and the mirror that I normally do, is I put one for the Visa rush, where when people rush Visa, they drop the hash, they try to push down the side. You put a mirror there to hard counter that. However, for this specific round and for this specific team, these guys were just full on committed to just push yellow, push breach, and just funneled like that. But we're using the Miras, we're using both of our Miras here, so we can counter that push completely, and they basically have no play. But for context here, these guys are going to force. Now, the way that they counter these Miras is by either ash charging them or by doing vertical above them. You can get both Miras like this, but long story short, one guy tries to peek me on the yellow doorway, so I go ahead and swing out using that Mira, get myself a free kill into him. I know I can swing because he's going to be more focused on the guy on the close pillar. So I can get myself a free kill on him aiming for the headshot. Now right here for context, there's a Thatcher on the breach, and there's the other guy is actually going to be forcing for yellow as well. All I'm doing here is since this is completely winning for us because they didn't get the Miras yet, and this is exactly what we want to do when we're playing Mira. Now right here the Thatcher does go in, and he does unfortunately kill my teammate swinging to rotate here. But all I got to do in this position is play off the Mira. Now this guy goes for a plant, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to aggressively challenge him, get myself a free kill into him. Now the last guy for context is on yellow doorway, and what I just need to do here is I just need to play my Miras and just shut down him from being able to go into an easy gunfight on me. And right here he actually decides to charge in, so what I do is I light him up, and then what I'm doing here is I'm being very unexpected. Like, he's going to believe that I'm going to be playing passive in this position, so I swing aggressively to essentially catch him off guard and collect myself a free kill to secure the round. Now next up here guys, we're going to be on Clubhouse, and we're going to be putting Miras for the church and blue walls. Now the idea, like I said guys, when you're playing Mira, you want to center your Miras around playing to hard counter some of the main pushes that people like to do. So a very common push that people like to do on this map is just try to push down main, try to push down blue, and try to make some kind of hero play to take mannequins, take site, maybe take church, that type of thing. So we're positioning our Miras here to try to shut down that push and try to force them to do a kitchen push, okay? So that's the idea with these Miras. Now, here's the thing, right, is if they don't get the Miras, then that means the blue push is shut down and the main stairs push is shut down. So that means they have to go for a kitchen hatch drop. So what you do whenever there is a kitchen hatch drop push in this position, and I don't believe I show it during this because I didn't clip all of the prep phase, but long story short, I have a rotate hole for my back arsenal next to church here, so that when they do drop the church hatch, I'm going to be able to play aggressively off of that audio and be able to collect free kills on anybody trying to go for a default plant for back arsenal. And you're going to see here, that's going to be actually how I end up securing this round, is by making use of that rotate hole. Right here, 4v4 position. Most of my team is roaming, so it's very likely that my teammates are going to get picked off one by one on the roam, and then these guys are going to try to go for some kind of site execute. Right here, I'm looking, the reason why I'm looking at back arsenal, right here. I make the rotate for back arsenal right there, so that way I can play it later on in the round. So that way when they drop, I can deny the default plant, or I can just swing that rotate and get myself a free kill. Right here, you're going to see a Yana run down the staircase. It is an Yana clone though, so I don't really have to worry about it like that. I can just shoot it. And then what's going to end up happening here, like I said, my roamers get picked off. So now I know that they have to go for either a hatch drop here is primarily what they need to go for. But what they decided to do is they try to go down main. They're going to go ahead and ace charge out my Mira. I do try to toss my Nitro out in conjunction with him ace charging, but unfortunately he backs up right away, so I don't end up getting the free kill. And they're going to go ahead and pop my Mira here. Now, they should be trying to push for Church here, because since they got my Mira, that means that they're going to be wanting to push Church. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swing aggressively. I'm going to go ahead and I believe I kill a Ram right there, or is that might have been IQ actually. And basically, in this position, I go ahead and get myself a Doc Stim from my teammate, because now it's a 2v2. They actually do drop for a hatch drop here, so I need to go ahead and get aggressive. One of the enemy players runs into Church here, so I need to go ahead and go kill the planter because he's not covering from inside of Church. So I get myself a free kill using my back holes. And then we're going to go ahead and swing aggressively for Church because he's going to be looking for a refrag on the guy that I just killed. Now, in this next clip, this is going to be on Villa here, guys. I got a comment asking about more vert angles. Because somebody said that they like seeing vert angles in my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this really nice one for bottom main stairs on Villa when you're playing the Aviator Games bomb site. And basically the idea with this is that you have one of your teammates playing for top main, and they're going to essentially slow down them from pushing, like running up the staircase. And when they decide to actually push up the staircase, you're going to be able to collect yourself any free kill that tries to walk up. You're going to see right here, this guy doesn't even know the holes is there, and I get myself a free kill. Now next up, this is going to be a play that doesn't necessarily have to be on Mira, but I decided to include it since I was playing Mira when I did it. But basically, these guys are going for like a bunker main freezer push, and basically right here, there's a guy pushing my blue barrel, and I see his laser sight on the wall here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to line up my shot before I swing him and get myself a free kill onto him. And I just want to show you guys that because that's how you take care of people that play laser sight and just force their force the gunfight like that. And that's basically how you would just pre-fire them. But I'm going to go ahead and speed up through this clip here because there is one more important thing that I want to show from this. Now, my teammates are unfortunately going to sell this position. It's going to come down to a 2v2 position where the last two guys for contacts are going to be coming from main and freezer. And so in positions like this, when you have a Mira and they haven't cleared out the Miras, it's actually really strong to just go and play the Miras and just completely shut down their push in general. But long story short, Ash is going to start walking down here. I'm going to swing aggressively because he gets my Mira. But now he thinks that I'm on that Mira, so I'm going to go play for Laundry now. And I'm going to be focusing on this striker that's trying to push down. There's no time left. And this is exactly the type of position you want to be at the end, is when he has to funnel into me and he's going right into my Mira. So I'm going to always get myself a free kill because I can just line up the gunshot and get myself a free kill and secure the round like that. Now this next clip is actually, I'm playing with a 5-stack here. And long story short, the enemy team has been doing like heavy exo pushes where they roam clear. So what I decided to do, where I'm playing in a 5-stack, I decided to play with Mira and go hold for a rush play for kitchen. Now, honestly, you wouldn't do this with Mira, but I did it because the people on my stack weren't playing for it. So I decided to go run over at the beginning of the round to just quickly see if anybody will try to rush it, and Ash decides to rush it. So I go ahead and get myself a free kill onto him. Now it's a 5v3 position, and these type of positions, the easiest play is to just go ahead and run back to site and play the Miras. And like I said, these guys have been trying to force exo side pushes. So what I'm doing here is I'm just running back to my Miras. Now, normally you would put one to face this main wall here, but I decided against it because they were doing Maverick plays for the main wall, which means that the Maverick is just going to be sitting out there doing nothing the whole round. And basically that means that there's no push coming from that double breach, basically. So the idea is that I put my other Mira to face the single wall for control, and you're going to see it there. I saw it on the camera right there. And that's so that way they don't have any type of single wall push, because they're not going to be able to make a push over on EXO because of the fact that I have a Mira for it, and I also have the nitros and the camera as well to work off of as well, right? That's actually what I'm going for right here, is I have a pre-placed nitro for a vending push here. And so what I'm doing is I'm just waiting on the camera here because I know for sure that these guys are going to go for it because it's what they've been doing every single round so far in this game is they've been trying to go for some kind of vending push late in the round to try to force EXO and get themselves a free kill. So all I'm doing here is I'm just cycling the cameras, trying to figure out what kind of push that they want to do. And I'm just trying to wait for them to go for vending. And right here, I do get audio that somebody is pushing into my vending from games. So I go ahead and blow up my nitro cell, get myself a free kill. Now it's a 3v2 position. We just play the mirrors and it's pretty much GG's. Right here, you make a rotate hole into control so you can play it with your teammate. So that way there's nobody that can walk down the staircase and just get free kills on you. But right here, I'm just playing a double cross with my Goyle here, so that way if they do try to go for like a walk down, they're not going to be able to do it. Right here, the Dokkaebi full sprints across, and they actually end up punching my Mira. I don't end up getting the Dokkaebi, but now we know for sure that they are going to push EXO, so I'm going to double down with my Bandit here, and we're just going to be playing aggressively to stop them from being able to push this. But right here, I'm just holding the door. They're going to swing aggressively. I'm going to go ahead and collect myself a free kill on this last guy. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today, step by step. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!